If you haven't guessed it, for your first quickfire, you'll be cooking up some rattlesnake.
Oh boy. I had this major fear of snakes, slithering and then coiling and ugh.
Should have practiced my rattlesnake skills. I don't like snake. I don't like the look of it. It doesn't like the look of me. We're not friends.
I'm making a rattlesnake fritter. Yummy. At my restaurant, I cooked a lot of weird stuff, like goat liver and barracuda, but rattlesnake is new to me, and I'm freaking out about it.
If I think snake, I think beer. So I made a little beer batter tempura with the rattlesnake marinated in lime juice, just a little warm succotash salad, and zucchini almond gazpacho.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here in Guadalajara, we are nationally well known for two dishes, tortas ahogadas and birria, a goat stew. In Spanish, chivas means goat, and that's the mascot of our team.
For your quickfire challenge, we want you to make a dish that celebrates the local team, featuring goat.
My initial instinct is to go with the ribs. With chamomile and tropical fruit, I've never cooked with goat ribs. I hope there is enough meat on them for them to actually taste the goat. I have some goat ribs. I pressure cooked the ribs in some chamomile, some guajillo, and pasilla chilies.
This is the first time I've had goat rib.
They're good, right?
Mm-hmm. Why did you use fruit as a garnish with the goat?
I wanted to add more sweetness without actually adding so much sugar.
Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you.
Chefs, for your first quickfire challenge in Mexico, we want you to create a dish highlighting the prickly pear. But not just any prickly pear. We want you to feature the one most coveted by chefs, the choconosle.
The season for the choconosle is very short, so when we get it, all of us eat it all the time.
Growing up in Texas, I've eaten my fair share of cactus, but I've never worked with choconosle. The flavor is so tart. You really have to be careful to balance it right.
Check out the setting we're cooking in, May. Can you believe it? I wish I had more time to look at the church.
Where's all the protein?
It's in the cooler. Good talk, May. I'm just gonna stew some tomatillos with the prickly pear, kind of like a stew with tomatoes and herbs and some cactus, so we'll be vegetarian.
It's a big risk to go without a protein, but Mexican cuisine is very vegetable-centric, and I don't want the cactus to get lost in the stew. I want it to be the star.
1 minute, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time's up. Hands up, utensils down. Hi, Doug. How was this quickfire for you?
It was actually really fun. So it's a stew of the choconosle, tomatillos, tomatoes, roasted peppers, some of the purple cactus, and some toasted pumpkin seeds.
I like the idea of being vegetable-driven. A lot of people don't realize this, but Mexican food is mostly vegetables.
The state of Hawaii is, in fact, the #1 per capita consumer of this product. We want to see what you can do with what is lovingly referred to by the locals as Hawaiian steak.
Yeah.
I am not what you would consider a practitioner of Spam. I think I've maybe eaten it once in my life. And for some reason, I didn't feel the need to do any research on Spam before I came to Hawaii, like the home of Spam.
Nick, what are you making?
Like a Spam pho, but I don't know where it's gonna go. That's as far as I got.
You have about 20 minutes to figure that out.
I don't want you to think I have an actual game plan in my head.
My biggest knock has been under seasoning. The Spam is already over my boundary.
It smells good.
It's getting there.
I ended up making a Spam bouillon with a Spam mushroom and pea ragu. I call it aggressively seasoned.
Hi, Nick. What'd you do for us?
So I made Spam broth. It's Spam, ponzu, a little bit of pancetta, ton of seaweed, some dried shrimp, some fish stock, and some clam juice.
How'd you cook the Spam?
Charred on the pan and diced it up, and then fricassee, a little bit of mushroom in there also.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
For your quickfire challenge, we want you to take a second chance at a dish that may not have been your proudest moment. Whether it was a familial fail on holiday, or a major mishap during your early days as a cook, or even here in the competition. We want to taste the lessons you've learned from your mistakes and do it using ingredients from our second chance marketplace.
There's so many ingredients out there that often get overlooked, especially the imperfect produce. But you know what? There's so much beauty in these ingredients up here. We have a lot of options to have some fish collars, some chicken feet, wrinkly peppers, and some fresh heels of bread.
I'm doing a soy braised fish head dish because one of the first dishes I had to do, and I got yelled at about it a lot. So kind of my redemption.
Fish heads is one of my favorite ingredients. The lips are one of my favorite parts because it's pure collagen and it absorbs all that flavor.
I am using fish heads, the soft ginger, and leftover wine.
I don't know how old these gingers are, but they're so dried out and it's just not grating well. What's up, old ginger?
Sexy.
Shoda, please come up.
I prepared aradaki, which is a soy braised fish head. It's one of the first dishes that I started making. I got yelled at a lot because it was too sweet, it was too salty.
What did you braise it in?
I used the leftover plum for sweetness and leftover ginger for spice.
Thank you so much.